Welcome to Statesphere, where we explore the facts, highlight modern-day geopolitical strategies, and deliver insights that educate, inform, and spark curiosity. Before we dive into the heart of today's discussion, let's first understand the concept of devolution and devolution of power. Devolution refers to the process of transferring authority and responsibilities from a central government to regional or local governments. Examples of successful devolution include the United Kingdom's regional assemblies and Switzerland's canton system, both of which empower local entities to make decisions tailored to their community's needs. It's about decentralizing power, allowing local bodies to make decisions and govern themselves to better address the needs of their communities. The devolution of power, on the other hand, is the actual transfer of that power. This could involve shifting control over key areas such as education, healthcare, or law enforcement, giving local governments more autonomy and resources to shape the policies that directly impact their citizens. Democracy is often celebrated as the cornerstone of freedom and equality. It gives voice to the people, ensures accountability, and promotes progress. Yet, in countries like Pakistan, the promise of democracy often feels elusive. Today, we will explore what democracy truly means, how devolution of power is central to its functioning, and why the lack of devolution undermines Pakistan's democratic foundations. Let's start with the basics. Democracy, derived from the Greek words demos, which means people, and kratos, which means power, literally means power of the people. It is a system of governance where citizens have the right to elect their leaders and participate in decision-making. But democracy is not just about voting. It encompasses fundamental principles such as rule of law, everyone is equal under the law, separation of powers, dividing governance into legislative, executive, and judicial branches, protection of rights, ensuring freedom of speech, press, religion, and association, accountability and transparency. Leaders must answer to the people for their actions. A vibrant democracy thrives on these principles, ensuring fairness, representation, and justice. But democracy also has a critical mechanism to ensure inclusivity: devolution of power. Devolution of power is the transfer of authority from a central government to the local or regional governments. This process ensures that decisions are made closer to the people they affect, making governance more efficient and participatory. It operates on three levels. Federal government handles national issues like defense, foreign policy, and trade. Provincial or state government focuses on regional needs such as healthcare, education, and infrastructure. Local government addresses community-level concerns including waste management, local policing, and zoning. Devolution brings many advantages. It enhances accountability. Local leaders are directly answerable to their communities, as seen in the UK's local councils, which actively engage with residents to address community-specific concerns. Promotes inclusivity. Minority voices are better represented. Improves efficiency. Decisions are made faster and tailored to local needs. Builds trust. Citizens feel empowered when their concerns are addressed promptly. Pakistan's democratic journey has been tumultuous. At the time of independence in 1947, the vision was a clear one: a democratic state where citizens' rights and aspirations would be respected. However, weak institutions, political instability, and frequent military interventions disrupted this vision. Out of Pakistan's 77 years, over 30 were ruled by military regimes, including significant periods such as General Ayub Khan's rule from 1958 to 1969 and General Zia-ul Haq's era from 1977 to 1988. Even during civilian rule, democracy often operated in name only, with people concentrated in the hands of few elites. The centralization of power has left little room for devolution, weakening Pakistan's democratic framework. While Pakistan's constitution provides for a three-tiered governance structure, the reality tells a different story, which is centralized control. The federal government retains significant authority, often sidelining provincial and local bodies. Weak local governments. Local government elections are infrequent and underfunded. Without financial autonomy, local governments cannot address community needs effectively. Provincial disparities. Provinces like Punjab often dominate national policies, leaving smaller provinces feeling marginalized. This imbalance fuels resentment and hampers national cohesion. For example, under the 18th Amendment, significant powers were devolved to the provinces. These powers included control over key sectors such as health, education, agriculture, and local governance. The amendment aimed to give provinces greater autonomy to address region-specific challenges more effectively, but the implementation remains inconsistent and local governments are still neglected. The lack of devolution is not just a governance issue, it's a threat to democracy itself. For Pakistan to realize its democratic potential, devolution is non-negotiable. Here's why. Bridging the gap. Devolution reduces the distance between policymakers and citizens, ensuring that governance is responsive to local needs. Fostering national unity. By empowering smaller provinces and regions, devolution addresses feelings of alienation and promotes inclusivity. Economic development. Local governments can drive grassroots development, creating jobs and improving living standards. Strengthening democracy. A strong local government system nurtures future leaders, creating a robust political pipeline. Many countries offer valuable lessons in the power of devolution. India. With its Panchayati Raj system, India has empowered rural areas to manage their own development. The system operates through a three-tier structure of governance at the village, block, and district levels, enabling communities to actively participate in local decision-making and resource allocation. USA. Local governments have significant authority, fostering innovation and accountability. Switzerland. A shining example of decentralization, with cantons or states enjoying substantial autonomy. These examples highlight how devolution strengthens democracy, improves governance, and ensures equitable development. Pakistan's democratic future depends on meaningful reforms that prioritize devolution, such as strengthen local governments, ensure regular elections, financial autonomy, and capacity-building programs, implement the 18th Amendment fully, guarantee that provinces receive their due share of resources and authority, promote civic education, educate citizens about their democratic rights and responsibilities, fostering an engaged electorate, encourage political will. Political parties must commit to empowering local bodies rather than using them as tools for central control. The road ahead is challenging, but with collective effort, Pakistan can transform its democratic landscape. Democracy is more than just a system of governance. It's a promise of equality, justice, and opportunity for all. For Pakistan, fulfilling this promise requires embracing the true spirit of devolution. Only then can we build a nation where every voice matters and every citizen thrives. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you found this discussion meaningful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.